The Mayor's Equality, Diversity and Inclusion Strategy. The Mayor of London's intro. The Mayor is proud that London has always been open to people from all religions, all countries, all backgrounds. London has shown the world that many different types of people can live side by side together and do well. London is a place that welcomes and respects all different types of people. The Mayor is working to do everything to overcome the barriers and discrimination that hold people back. He wants a city where everyone can reach their full potential. The Mayor wants to do more. He also wants to look at why people are often poorer and earn less money because they come from Black, Asian and minority ethnic (BAME) backgrounds, are disabled. Black, Asian and minority ethnic (BAME) means people who are not white. Minority ethnic means being part of a community with its own background and often its own language and culture. The Mayor wants to look at the barriers that face young people in care, young people who have left care, single parents, migrants and refugees. A migrant is someone who has moved to live in a new country. A refugee is someone who has moved to a new country to escape from war or violence. The Mayor wants to help people who are facing more than one barrier. For instance, their race and their gender. Equality, diversity and inclusion. This is the Mayor of London's strategy for equality, diversity and inclusion. A strategy is a plan that covers a long period of time. Equality means treating people in the same way, even though they may have a different colour, come from a different background, have a different religion, gender, disability, or are attracted to people of the same sex. Diversity is about people living and working together from different backgrounds, religions, genders, disabilities, and whether they are attracted to people of the same sex or not. Inclusion is about making sure that people from different backgrounds, religions, genders, disabilities and sexual orientation get the same chance to take part in things. A great place to live. Good homes. If London is going to be a great place for all different types of people, it must have plenty of safe, good quality, affordable homes for people. The Mayor plans to work with housing associations, councils, landlords and builders to build more affordable homes for people, improve the standard of rented homes. The Mayor wants local people to have more of a say about plans to build new houses and housing estates. Accessible homes. There are not enough homes that are suitable for disabled and older people. There is not enough housing suitable for people who need support to live independently. There are not enough places for gypsies and travelling people. The mayor plans to have more houses for disabled and older people. The mayor plans to increase the number of places for gypsies and travelling people. Homelessness. There are many people who are homeless in London. There are people sleeping on the streets and others staying in hostels. People from some communities are more likely to become homeless than others. These include people from Black, Asian and minority ethnic (BAME) groups, refugees and asylum seekers, young people, and lesbian, gay, bisexual and trans people. Lesbian means a woman who is attracted to other women. Gay means a man who is attracted to other men. Bisexual means a person who is attracted to both men and women. Trans means someone who has changed from the sex they were given at birth. More than half of people who are sleeping on the streets are from outside the UK. The mayor plans to work with councils, government and community organisations to make sure that people who lose their home are helped into a suitable place to live. There is a way for everyone who is sleeping on the streets to come indoors. Great communities. London is one of the richest cities in the world. Yet some London boroughs and neighbourhoods are among the poorest in the country. BAME people and people from other ethnic backgrounds are more likely to be living in poorer areas. Older people and LGBT+ people think that it is important to have a local community and local shops. The mayor wants London to work well and grow in a way that benefits everyone. He plans to work with boroughs, communities, transport companies and businesses to improve poorer areas of London in a way that makes them better for poorer people. An inclusive and accessible city. Older people, disabled people, and those with children often have problems getting around. The mayor plans to encourage councils and businesses to design our streets and public places to make them good for everyone. The mayor plans to involve people from local communities in looking at ways to improve their neighbourhoods. Greener London. London has a lot of pollution. In many places, the air is not very good. Being able to get to areas of green space is important for our physical health and mental health. Many poorer people live in homes that are too expensive to keep warm. The mayor plans to work to improve the quality of the air we all need to breathe, work to make more homes easy to keep warm, improve green spaces so that more people can use them, a great place for young people. Child poverty. On average, more children in London are living in poverty than any other part of the country. Over 1 in every 3 children are living in poverty. This is mostly caused by the high cost of housing. The mayor plans to work with government, councils and others to make housing more affordable, Help people to afford the costs of childcare and transport. Increase the pay for the lowest paid workers. Help people to be able to work at the times that suits them and their families. Healthy childhoods. Disabled children are more likely to have a mental health problem. Children from poorer areas are more likely to be overweight. The Mayor wants to help children and young people to get access to mental health services when they need them. The Mayor has been working to help children and young people to have a healthy weight. Childcare and nursery. Parents from BAME groups are not using some of the free nursery education they can have. Parents of disabled children find it harder to get good childcare. The Mayor wants to work with others to provide more and better nursery education and childcare for everyone. Nursery education and childcare should be easy to get for poorer people and people from BAME communities. Inclusive, accessible education. Overall, children do better in London schools than in other parts of the country. But children in care, children with special educational needs, and children from poorer families or BAME groups do not do so well. The Mayor plans to work with schools and councils to improve the schooling of children who have not been doing well at school. The Mayor wants to work with businesses, councils and community groups to help young people get some work experience. A great place to work. Lifelong learning. Some BAME groups and deaf and disabled Londoners may not have qualifications. A qualification is when you get a certificate to say you are good at doing something. Often, you will have had to pass a test or exam. The Mayor wants all Londoners to be able to get good quality adult education and training. Finding a job. Disabled people, young black men, people who used to be in the army, homeless people, all find it harder to get a job than other people. The Mayor will work with employers, colleges, and community organisations to help more people to get the skills they need to get a good job. People who have a part-time job are more likely to have low pay. Women, BAME men, and disabled people are often paid less than other groups. Women, carers and disabled people are often held back because they need to be able to work in a way that fits into the other things that they have to do. Women and BAME people are less likely to get the best jobs. The Mayor will work with employers, trade unions, and community organisations to help everyone have a fair chance to get a well-paid job. He will work with colleges and employers to help people from all parts of the community to get jobs. Setting up a business. London has more businesses set up by BAME people and women than any other part of Britain. But these businesses find it harder to get the money they need to get going. The Mayor will work to support these businesses and help them to get the money they need. Getting around. Inclusive and accessible streets. The Mayor wants people to walk, cycle and use public transport more. He wants people to use cars less. He wants the streets to be healthy places to be. Disabled and older people find it harder to walk. Poorer people, older people and women find it harder to cycle. The Mayor will look at the things that are stopping people from walking and cycling. Affordable transport. People on lower incomes find public transport very expensive. The Mayor will work with Transport for London and local councils to find affordable ways for people to travel. He will work with Transport for London and others to make public transport easier for disabled people. Safer journeys. Many people don't feel safe on some streets and public transport. The Mayor will work with Transport for London and the police to help reduce crime on London's streets and transport system. A safe, healthy and enjoyable city. A safe city. Young Londoners, especially young black men, are at risk of knife crime. Women, disabled, young people, LGBT+ people and BAME groups are more likely to suffer from abuse or hate crime. The Mayor is working with other organisations to reduce the amount of crime. He is particularly working with organisations to cut down the amount of hate crime, violence against women and girls, and violence at home. Policing. Certain groups sometimes feel the police do not treat them fairly. The Mayor is working with the police to make sure that the service is fair to everyone equally. The Mayor is also working to make sure people are treated in a fair way when they get to court. Fire safety. Both younger and older people are more likely to die from fire than others. The Mayor will work with others to help all communities to protect themselves against fire. Healthy Londoners. People who are poorer and people with learning disabilities are less likely to live long lives than others. Young black men and LGBT+ people are more likely to have a mental health problem at some time. The Mayor will work so that people are not treated badly because they have a mental health problem. Strong communities. Some people find it harder than others to take part in their local community. They can become lonely and isolated. The Mayor will work to get rid of the barriers that stop people getting involved in their local community. Volunteering. Volunteering is a great way for people to do something that is good for their local community and good for their own well-being. Some groups of people find it harder to get the chance of volunteering. The Mayor will work with organisations to get rid of the barriers that stop people from volunteering. Inclusive culture and sport. Some people are not getting involved in culture and sport. The Mayor will work with organisations to make sure more groups of people are taking part in culture and sport. Leading by example. The Mayor wants to show other organisations in London how they can work for more equality, diversity and inclusion. An inclusive employer. The Mayor plans to make sure the GLA Group gives more jobs to people from communities and backgrounds that often don't get good jobs, gives more people from all different backgrounds a chance to be on committees, reduces the difference in pay between different groups of people, make sure that all organisations in the GLA are open and include people. The GLA Group runs things in London, including the fire service, police, public transport and making new neighbourhoods. The Mayor of London is in charge of the GLA Group. Buying things. The GLA Group spends a lot of money in London. The Mayor wants companies run by different communities to be able to sell things to the GLA Group. Working with the community. The Mayor plans to work harder with communities that don't get the same opportunities to talk to us as others. The Mayor will work to make London's diverse communities stronger. Campaigns and events. The Mayor plans to celebrate all the different communities in London through campaigns and events. Easy communication. The Mayor wants everyone to have a chance to know about the work of the GLA Group by making sure that information is accessible to all different people. For more information. If you need more information, please contact us at web www.london.gov.uk, telephone 020 7983 4000, post Greater London Authority, City Hall, The Queen's Walk, More London, London SE1 2AA.